Hey, what's going on, Virgo? Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, y'all. So I'm just gonna drop a short message for you guys. Hopefully you are having or have had a wonderful day. Um, I'm truly blessed. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, I'm truly blessed and I'm grateful. You know, just for another day, y'all. What are you thankful for? Let me know. Put it in the comment section. All right, y'all. So you already know. When it comes to these readings, you got to use discernment. Flip your roles. Take what you need, leave what you don't need. Sometimes the messages could be speaking of past energy right now, or it could be speaking of the future. Okay, so get in where you fit. Now, if you are triggered by anything, face your mirror, not my comment section, Virgo. All right, so let's see what's good. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my true guides, for showing up. What's the leading message here for Virgo? What you do with your popsicle?
The popsicle's dripping.
Where's that? On the table?
Yeah.
You gotta put it in something. You can't leave it on the table. Where's your bowl? Put it on your plate. Go put it on your plate. Mother Earth. Feel loved and
I'm
comforted.
gonna put it on my hand.
Hold on one second. Alright, so let me clarify. Mother Earth. That's like the Empress in traditional tarot. So let's see. Clarify it. Seven of Cups. Clarify the Seven of Cups. You planted a seed of some sort in the springtime. Somebody did. And as I'm seeing this Empress here coming out, the Seven of Swords, something's ready to be birthed. What's ready to be birthed? Your purpose, your calling, the Hierophant. Wow. And so, Virgo, I feel like this is a reminder for you to come back home to yourself. Okay? And that's what the Empress really does. The Empress nurtures, right? And that's what is needed right now. It's like right now, if you're feeling scattered, seduced by some type of possibility or unsure what or who to trust, go back home to yourself, right? Go within, okay? And that's what your spirit guides are trying to remind you, okay? To ground your energy and to return to what's real and nurturing, which is going to be what? You. Okay? So it's too many options right now. Too many options, too many illusions, or something here. And what I'm seeing here with the Seven of Cups, right? Again, clarifying Mother Earth, it's like you're standing at this crossroad. Even if your mind is clouded with a fantasy or desire or distraction, Spirit is just trying to ask you, like, what is real? What actually aligns with your soul's nourishments, okay? Not all that glitters is gold. We already know about that, right? And it could be someone around you that may not be revealing the full truth or their full truth. Or this could be a reflection of your own energy. So however, you want to take this. But the question is, are you avoiding deeper truth? Are you escaping emotional honesty, right? Because now it's time to get clear and possibly cut the cords with anything that feels sneaky, draining, or false, okay? And again, with this Hierophant energy coming out, this is you birthing your purpose. And the way I'm seeing it is like you can't operate in this other energy or connected to people in that energy because you are a sacred vessel for divine truth, okay? You birth wisdom, right? You birth your wisdom through your experience. And yeah, you can't embody any other energy. That's just basically what I'm hearing, okay? Virgo, you're stepping into this powerful role. A spiritual teacher, a guide. It could be just a divine messenger. I ain't gonna say just, because that's still shit. That's major, right? And what's being birthed is your embodied wisdom, not just what you learned, but what you lived through and integrated. So this is like every lesson, every life experience that you've been through. Again, we've been in spiritual boot camp for God knows when, right? But now it's like, this is the time. This is what you're birthing, and this is what it looks like, right? You could be creating rituals, sacred spaces, spiritual communities, right? Spiritual communities definitely resonate heavily. Whether you're sharing your voice, your truth, or intuitive downloads, right? And you're doing it more publicly, okay? But what it looks like is that you're becoming the bridge, literally, between divine knowledge and earthly transformation. This is you reclaiming your ancestral, cultural, or spiritual traditions, right? And bringing them into modern relevance. It's no longer that old school way of doing it, right? You're now creating your own traditions, okay? You're committing to a higher path with discipline and devotion. And so that's why with the Seven of Swords sitting here, it can't be any deception. Whether deception from other people or your own self-deception, okay? So with the Hierophant, it's literally asking you to stand in your authority. Trust your spiritual lineage, right? Because you don't need to prove your gift to nobody. This is the time for you to embody it, right? And others already are being drawn to you, right? Your energy. And those are the people that you're going to connect with, okay? So this is one of these things where I feel like you don't even have to go out looking for nobody. They are coming to you, okay? Keep being a messenger, keep being the healer, keep being the guide, right? Because again, you are the sacred vessel for divine truth, okay? Now, that's deep. Tell me about just someone around Virgo that may not be revealing their full truth. Four of Swords upright. Well, what are they not revealing? The Fool in the reverse. Why aren't they revealing it? Because they're the Knight of Swords reverse. So the way it looks like with this person, they could be quiet, very withdrawn, emotionally unavailable, or even keeping you at a distance, right? But it's not just about this strategic silence. It's like they're retreating from you to avoid confrontation, okay? Not necessarily to reflect, but just like to avoid the confrontation. Like it's something that they choose not to say. Wow. And they're hiding this fear of starting over, like taking a leap or being vulnerable in something new, right? Because that's the Fool in a reverse position, especially when it relates to love, commitment, or even a spiritual purpose. It's like this person. So let's just say like this. The Fool often suggests someone who is like acting carefree on the outside, but internally, like they're scared to death. They don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to look foolish, right? This person is not ready, but they haven't said it out loud. I feel like you already know that though, Virgo. Come on now, you're intuitive as hell. And literally, because they don't know how to express it without sounding harsh or impulsive or immature, it's like they're hiding the truth because they're afraid that their words could come out wrong, right? And it could cut you deep, right? Knight of Swords reverse, okay? So this is someone who could be very impulsive in their action. It's like, but they're fearful of very honest, direct conversations, okay? So they may be avoiding being honest because it would require them to slow down and actually think about what the hell it is that they feel, and that scares them, okay? So this person is silent to avoid whatever the accountability is, all right? So it's a truth bomb, Virgo, but silence isn't always sacred,